business platform. We have a wonderful sales department. I just thought we should go through that a little bit since you are on our premises. But without further ado, welcome, feel at home, and I'm going to give way now to the official faculty to continue with the program. Thank you so much.
It's okay, it's okay.
Good evening, everyone. Is the young lady here? Okay. Can I have you come up first and then we can start with our program? Yes. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Pindile from here at SCFM. I was hoping I could give you at least 5 minutes because I prepared a presentation, but unfortunately, because of time, I had to be very, very short. I'm an AE here, which is an account executive. I'm in the sales department. What I basically do is I take care of our clients, our big companies, small, medium companies, and we design packages that are affordable for our small clients as well. And like I said, I was hoping I'd be able to present everything. But if you need further information, I've got my cards at the front, I've got pipettes at the front. So after this session, I hope I'll be able to meet with everyone and try and explain what we do here and how we can help you grow your business as small businesses and young entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
These ladies have already spoken better than me, so I'm a bit shy standing in front of everybody. Firstly, welcome to the Hookup Dinner. And this is literally the 4th time that we have come into Durban. And Durban has been really good to us. We're excited about the entrepreneurs that are here. Just by a show of hands, how many of you guys have attended for the first time today? Yeah. So I can't make too many mistakes in terms of how we're going to carry on today. Nonetheless, my name is Pike Sutugeti, and I'm the co-founder of the Hookup Dinner. I'm glad that today we had the opportunity to come into Gaga CFM to be able to run this event and also kind of be able to allow you guys, as we move from spot to spot to spot. The idea for us is to say, the minute we're able to kind of find a home in order for us to be able to settle down, then you guys will definitely know where the Hookup Dinner home will be, where you guys will be able to continuously engage with one another. Now, the idea around the Hookup Dinners concept is that we started this movement purely from the basis of, entrepreneurship can be such a lonely journey. And because it is so lonely, we figured, how can we then be able to allow entrepreneurs to be able to gather, to engage, connect, and contribute to each other's successes, while being able to also contribute in the sense that they can be able to start giving each other business, as opposed to the mentality of saying, Sizomela 10, because it's not necessarily the opportunity that's always going to come. And as a result, we then felt that we wanted to start a platform that will allow you guys to be able to continuously meet and act as an interface between South African entrepreneurs and also equally so, the government and corporate South Africa. Because I felt that, we felt that at least it is so important for us to then get into a situation whereby we start as entrepreneurs allowing our voice to be heard in order for the public sector, for government, and for also corporate companies to start being able to engage with us in a better way. Now, the format of the evening is very simple. We start off by having entrepreneurs that come onto the platform, and then 5 entrepreneurs then start pitching their businesses for 3 minutes. The house that you guys have in front of you, as the entrepreneurs pitch their business, you then get to rate them from 0 to 5 as to how good they are. Now, just to remind everybody, it is essential to understand that this platform is not necessarily meant to be a criticizing platform. Because I know, when I'm standing here, I'm even shaking right now. But it's not easy to stand up here and also pitch your business to people that have never heard your business before. But we use this platform as a testing ground for entrepreneurs. Whether you've got a running business, whether it's an idea, this is a safe platform in order for you to do that. We use the analogy that says, if alcoholics go to the AA, where do entrepreneurs go? They come to the Hookup. Okay? So ideally, it's a safe place in order for entrepreneurs to be able to test their ideas, and for us as the audience to then be able to give them critical feedback around how we can either support them or also give them advice as to how they can also be able to get it better. That's the first element. So we're going to have 5 pitches that come up, and then they'll pitch their businesses, and then you guys will be able to give them feedback from that. Then the second element of that would be what we call the networking mixer. And the networking mixer literally is probably the real thing that why people come here, is that we divide people into groups of 5, 10, depending on how many of us are here, and then you guys then get to pitch to one another and introduce each other to the group that you'll find yourself in. Why we do this is very simple. It's because a lot of people tend to come with their friends on this platform. And if you're coming with your friends, traditionally people are very shy to want to go and introduce themselves to the next person. So we then intentionally get you guys into a position where you get to be, and I say intentionally, forcefully, that you get to be in a situation where you get to introduce yourself to other people. Because if you leave this place today and you've never met 2 or 5 contacts today, then you've come to the wrong place, fundamentally. And then after the networking mixer, we then get into what we call the rainmaker. So the rainmaker is literally our guests today. We've been very fortunate to have 3 very lovely gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen, for making the time to come here, who are going to sit here and discuss the subject matter today, which is called, opportunities within the public sector. What does that mean for entrepreneurs? How do we get involved as entrepreneurs? How do we use the resources that are available within enterprise development? What are the opportunities that are within that for us, in order for us to learn how do we best position ourselves as entrepreneurs, or position our businesses in order for us to then further benefit from that? And the best people that can tell us are the people that are working in this sector every single day. How do they support us? How do they, give us solid advice in order for us to then be able to position our businesses better, and in order for us to then be able to kind of make a whole lot more money. Now, without being able to waffle, I also want to say part of the reason why we run the hookup dinner is very simple. We know that from every region that we go into, at the moment we're visible in 8 regions, and our model behind that is that we can never do it alone. We do it because of the entrepreneurs that we have. And then consequently, what we then do is that we identify teams within these regions that will then be able to start this movement and be able to run with it consistently. And I want to introduce you guys to the teams that we have in Durban, who have tonight, put this whole thing together. Because what we then, literally do is give them a structure to say we need a videographer, a photographer, a social media person, a sound guy, a PR guy, in order for them to become part of this team. And this team for tonight is the guys that I'm about to give an opportunity for them to be able to introduce their businesses, because they still run as independent businesses. We don't have employees, because they're employees, regulation and ish. So literally what we really want to do is to say, how do we then say, the seed capital of the partners or the sponsors that become part of the hookup dinner, to say, we like what it is that you guys are doing, we want to accelerate this thing. They must also be able to understand that the money that we get, we're then able to then still empower the guys that are within the communities that are literally operating within those communities. So it doesn't sit in my bank account. These guys, and if you don't pay them, it's an issue. So I'm going to give the guys an opportunity to be able to introduce themselves individually. I think I'll start with the cameraman for him to tell us a little bit just about what he does as a business.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Cool, my name's Nathan. I run a production company, which is pretty much myself. And it's a big project to just outsource. Stuff that we do is pretty much from inception right to the finished product. So if you've got an idea, we work on it together and we formulate something that will work for you. And pretty much, video is a lot more powerful than the written word. So if you're going into a conference or you're going to pitch something, it's always easier just to show the guys a video than stand and so yeah, I can help you out with that. Cool.
And the second gentleman is the guy that's giving us the audio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Julian. I've been in the sound industry for the past 12, 15 years now. According to my knowledge of the sound, right, it's meant for the soft people, right? Basically, we enhance your voices to be heard out there, right? So, mainly in this kind of industry, as I said, we are live broadcasting to different parts of South Africa. Now, without volume, without sound, a picture means nothing. All right. So that's my job. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Now, this next gentleman I'm going to introduce, guys, he inspires me. He's a young man who came and pitched at the hookup dinner. And literally from pitching at the hookup dinner, he then won as the pitch person. And he runs events. And I've never been so harassed by a person before. You know, because it's just got this hunger. You know, this hunger to say, guys, if you give me this job, I'll handle it myself. And today's testament to exactly that he's been able to put something together as an event coordinator to say, I can do this job. And these are the guys that we really want to be part of culminating this culture. So I'm going to give him an opportunity to tell himself about it.
Good evening. My name is Kuleo Kumar. I'm running events company called Entropy SA Events, and currently we're doing a project that is called Unlimited Sundays with Joe. We do marketing and PR and events. Thank you.
And then I've got two ladies that have been helping you guys in the front. And these guys are absolutely adorable. And I say this because they don't mind getting on a plane to come to Johannesburg to kind of learn what it is that we're doing in Joburg, and then come here and say, hey man, you're doing this thing wrong, man. Why is so, man? So I want them to kind of introduce themselves. They're the ladies that do PR for ourselves. Sidi?
Hi, my name is Nsiki Soramantai. We run a stock market company. Yes, it's a stock market. So anything to do with your trading, whether it's Forex, GSE, or anything, talk to us.
Thank you. And then the second last person that I'm going to introduce is Tolani. Tolani has been very instrumental in information development, especially in Durban. He does the business development element of what it is that we do. So when I speak about how can we then go out there, spread the gospel, but at the same time be able to try and get more partners to support the Durban part of the hookup dinner in order for it to be sustainable, in order for it to carry on every single month. He's the gentleman that speaks very nicely about us. Take it away, sir.
Thank you, Paris. My name is Tolan Buturi. I think the reason why we wanted to become part of this wonderful family was simply because I'm very passionate about business development and SME development. So in my own small space, I try to play a role in terms of lobbying for SMEs and business development and bring some events and conceptualize some of the events that may take place in Durban, or KZN in particular, because I am based in Johannesburg as well. Yeah, I think that's just about it.
Thank you, sir. And then finally is a gentleman called Bernard Mushaban. So Bernard is responsible for the brand's public relations. And he's based in Johannesburg at the moment, and we're trying to find a PR person in Durban who's going to be able to amplify the voice of the hookup dinner. And you can imagine the reason why we are at Gagasi FM is because we want to be able to create a platform to say, when you win, and become a winner from pitching here, we don't just give you a prize and say, this is what you won, well done. We also want to give you an opportunity and a platform in order for you to be then heard by other people, whether it be in television, whether it be on radio. Because the more people hear about what it is that you do, the more you get more exposure, and you get an opportunity to get into different markets as well. So to the guys that are going to be pitching today, very good job. Because at some point we're going to call you and say, Baba, you need to be on radio. But that's fundamentally what we want to be able to culminate. And that's what we do in Johannesburg, is to say, we've got an agreement with YD, which is an element of a business show element in the YFM stable. And the guys that pitch on Friday night in Johannesburg, they get their prize for the evening. And then from then, the next morning, they get interviewed straight on radio to about, I think it's about 2 million entrepreneurs or 2 million listenership in Johannesburg. Why? Because we want you to get out there. And we're forcing you directly to say, you know what, go on radio and go and do your thing, Because I want a success story from here. I want you to say, you know what, I'm what I am because I started at the hookup dinner and this is what we've done. So part of that, I actually want Bernard to be able to introduce himself in terms of what his role is. Bernard?
So my role is maybe in what actually serve two roles of the hookup dinner. Firstly, as point service introduces the PR and media element, and within that, that's essentially managing content. We ourselves are a storytelling platform, and we harvest stories from platforms like this where we can actually see entrepreneurs who are making an impact, and we then give them this platform for them to not only network and become a part of something that's greater than themselves, but give them that nudge to the next level, as to say, how seriously do you take your business and how seriously do you want other people to take your business. So where we're looking at taking this in future is that we are running a business development role, which currently oversee. Sorry. And hence, Olani has taken the stage and allowed us to partner with the Durban government. We do this throughout the country where we are in talks with the Western Cape government, with the city of Johannesburg back in Gauteng, as well as next month we will be launching for the first time in Polokwane in Limpopo, as well as Durban. We're on here. So thank you guys for being a part of this, and we want you guys to become our brand advocates so that we can spread the word of how entrepreneurship is actually being ignited in South Africa and how this platform is designed for you. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, Willie. So without talking too much, I think we're going to get into the exciting part of the evening where we get to hear businesses being pitched on the platform. But before I do that, like we said, we want to be able to hand over this brand for people to be able to take onto it. So the MC for the evening is not necessarily me. It's going to be Kolani to who's going to take it throughout the evening. And then after that, I'm going to ask questions on how he did, he should be fire. I'm joking. Take it away.
Sadly, you can't fire me. Thank you, Pakis. And sadly, we didn't get to hear anything about you outside of the hookup dinner, but thank you very much for the introduction. And special thanks to Lancaster for allowing us to use this venue. It's actually a genuine venue. And also thanks to SAP Kickstart for sponsoring. Thank you very much. That's right there. Thank you. And I'd also like to extend my gratitude to the three gentlemen who came from the municipality, Mr. Siabong Tuli, Mr. Stanley Nobo, and Mr. Osman. In the midst as well, I noticed a Guru in PR, and I thought I would mention this because she had a spear Tuli as well. The Knox, which will do marketing there. Please get up, Knox, because I would like you to talk with Bernard after this. See how you can actually help our grow. Thank you very much. We're going to have 5 pitches today. One by Tony Family, Zanele Kwane, Japanese Kosanas, Command from Chariots. If you just indicate as well where you are, then we can now just show of hands. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And without waste time, again, I just want to ask you if everybody's got what's called a pitch card. This one, because this allows us to actually charge at the end to find out who is the winner. The winner wins something. I think it's money and some tablets. It's money. And I'm sure Promo is throwing something, giving the temperature around the corner. Anyway, thank you very much. And Tony Tanta, please, Zamini, and for Tony Zamini is running a company called Every Girl's Dream Wedding. And I'm sure those who are not married look forward to hearing this.
Sanban. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Twenkan. I go by Ula because my name is a sentence. Mrs. Moya, so my company name is Every Girl's Dream Wedding. How it started is actually really is wedding is every girl's dream wedding. So I thought, okay, so since this is every girl's dream wedding, how about I give this girl the dream wedding? This actually, it's not, I studied hospitality management, but how I got to weddings, I don't know. I kind of just, it's a calling, I would say. But my business, what I'm going to is people come up and give a business speech and say, this is what I do and this is what I charge and what I've learned along the way is people do business with the people that they like. So it's all about me telling you why I'm in the business, because the reason that I'm in this business is because I'm so passionate about it. My business is different from the other events coordination. There's so many events coordination, I don't know, any other place. But mine is different because it's out of passion. And when I do an event, yes, I want it to look beautiful. But at the end of the day, like, my most ultimate goal is to have this person so happy that they will always remember me. Because the wedding is something that you have for the rest of your life, so you say forever. So when you go through your forever, you always think of Unja at the back of your mind. So basically, what we do is we don't focus more on what we get from it in terms of money, because yes, we're going to gain money now for this event. But if I help you save more money, you are able to bring me more business, which will then make me more money, but then I'll sleep better at night because I know I've saved you money, your family is happy at the end of the day, and you saved for your kids and for everybody else, and you had the most beautiful, beautiful wedding or party or whatever event that it is. So basically that's what we do. When we meet the clients, you tell us what event you want to do, you give us the budget, we work on your budget, and then we become very realistic. While I'm busy doing this, I think I'll just share this with you because I think I'm venturing into, I'm going to give my business an edge because I want to do this. I'm now studying psychology and counseling because what I've seen is people come and they say, I want this beautiful wedding, and because my friend had the top wedding, I can't afford it, but I will force the men to get the loan and all that. And then at the end of the day, 3 months down the line, we're divorced, we don't have money, we've got all the loans now we have to pay, and we have the house that we had, some of them didn't have a house. So what I end up doing is now, I end up advising them how to save, I advise them that you don't need this, I advise them that you can have this most beautiful wedding at the lowest price. It doesn't have to be expensive, it has to be cozy, it has to be emotional, it has to be intimate, and then you pay this for it. And that's now when I've seen that, I said, okay, now my business is now every girl's dream wedding, and it's gonna be every man's dream wedding. Because this man, I promise you today, the guys, they telling the ladies, you know what, after 3 years I'll have a call of the couple and they say, can we come and visit you? Because the man was happy. How rare do you find a man that wants to go and visit an event coordinator? Because event coordinators, they always start up money from the people. Thank you very much, enjoy the
Thanks, Michael. So look at the foot. Any questions from the audience?
Okay, we're going to allow at least a minimum of 3 questions. Minimum of 3 questions from the audience about what she was the changes now. And then based on which we answer. And also asking.
Thank you. My question to you is that you mentioned that you're trying to give your company the edge and you are now moving towards advising, which is consultancy. What brought that about and how do you see that benefiting your clients?
How am I going about it? I'm now doing my second year, the degree of psychology and counseling. How is it helping my clients? It's not about I'm gonna advise you that it's not about the day, the 26th of December that you're getting married. It's about the rest of your life.
So you don't have to take all your life savings to one day. You have to save up, have a good function, then save up for the rest of your life. So that's how my clients are going to benefit from it.
Can you please have 2 more questions?
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for the pitch. My question will be, how did you are in business? On my point of view, whatever you're saying to me, I can feel that you are implementing and more than on the business side. How are you going to make sure that you make profit with your business? Because if you say that you come to me and I'm trying, or you're going to do my wedding, we talk about my budget more than what you, as a business person, what you say, what you put on the table. So I'm not clear there how you're going to make the profit and how you're going to make sure that you stay competitive besides having an edge that is different where you need psychology and hospitality. Thank you.
Okay, so see, what's happening here is I'm saying you're going to stay, but I'm not saying what you're going to pay me. I'm saying I'm going to be realistic. I'm going to make you realize that you don't need to pay 150,000 instead of 100,000. So there I've lost maybe 10,000 that have came to me. But when you're walking away, happy client, you've got 6 more friends that are getting married. And you say, you know what, online is not about the money, it's not all about the money. Because then people will be saying, wedding planners, they just want money. Whenever you're saying, you know what, this woman, she's got my heart. She knows, because when we meet, I'm saying, but we're not thinking you're getting married. I've got your best interest at heart. So with wedding day, when I'm there 6 o'clock in the morning, when I'm stressing more than you, I want it happening because I so love you so much. When that happens, because what I do also at the weddings, because of all this relationship that we've had, I talk at the weddings. Not as selling my business, but I give my speech to the couple that's getting married. When I talk, I believe you me, the audience is going to feel the love that I have for this couple. They will want that love for themselves when they get married too.
Last question. Okay, I'll take this question. I'll ask you the very same question that the audience asked me while I was there. Since you're owning a company, how much did you make the last time you made an event or you're organizing and when?
I don't understand. You're asking me how much did I make from the last event that I did?
Yes.
Cash?
Yes.
Okay, it was 10% of the 300,000 budget week.
Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Is there more question? No?
So that was our first pitch of the night, and if you see the pitch cards, just mark your score for Tony, and from there, if you need pins, the lady will just hand out a pin to you, so just lift up your hand and you will get your pin.
Okay, I think this is also very important because it's about networking and about selling your business as well. She can tell us where you can find her, those who are married.
Please make sure you get the
It's not just marriage. And if you're married, there's anniversary, and then there's babies, so there's birthday parties, and then there's mother-in-law's birthday parties, so they like me. Anyways, I'm on Facebook. My business name is Every Girl's Dream. Every Girl's Dream Wedding. It's one word. Otherwise, you can give me a with Anna, or give me my business cards. I'll be around and I'll give you business cards with my phone numbers. Thank you.
I want one too. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, my business, it's not easy to stand up here and talk about your business the way the people are going to be doing. So we need to encourage them, we need to clap hands, we need to whistle, we need to kick ears out, we need to do everything that we can to encourage them so that they get motivated. Ndicela uZanele Xolwane. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Zanele Xolwane. This is embarrassing because I found out about the hookup dinner last night. I was like, I have to be a part of this. I didn't know anything about it. I did not have to be pitching for a competition, so I would have prepared a better speech or better pitch. So I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you for putting this amazing initiative together for everyone who did. I work at Can Dance. We are a media and events company. We are based in Maritzburg. Currently, there's 2 of us working there. What we do is we specialize in branding, web development, graphic design, printing, and events management. Our company started 3 years ago, so we have more experience in that department, a low experience, sorry. I believe that every business needs an image, and that's where we come in. We provide that credible image that every business needs to have. We help develop your image. We help you with your branding from A to Z. So, we are very passionate about what we do. We love what we do. We love giving out our services to people. There are many brand companies around South Africa, but why you should choose us is because we efficient, we're friendly, we are reliable, and we work very hard. I will not do the full 3 minutes because I did not prepare properly. Sorry. Thank you.
So, any questions? We have questions, Shadrach.
Hi, Zana. If you turn around and look at the hookup dinner logo, we would like to know your take on the logo, since you are a brand specialist. Out of 10, how much do you give them and why?
Well, to sell my company, I think we could do a better job. Oh. Just kidding, I'm kidding. This is very, it's very good. It's very good. So I'll give it a 10. I'm the last person. Why? Oh my gosh, I didn't put it on the spot. Okay, it's very, the colors are attract as it appeals to everyone, and the sign, I don't know, it's very effective, it's very effective.
Here's a question.
Hi. Thank you for your presentation or your pitch. And speaking to branding and marketing, how do you judge return on investment? If I put my 10,000 rand with you, how much, when we're doing our initial consultation, how do you guarantee me that I'm going to get more from the 10,000 rand that I expect, more business on a business basis?
Okay, that's a very good question. You will be guaranteed more profit for your branding because every business needs a branding because that's what appeals or attracts customers. If you want your prospective target markets or your prospective clients to know about you, you need to have a well image of your business to put out there to your audience. If they do not know about you, at least you have ways of appealing to them and attracting your customers.
Just before we close, in addition to what you were saying, so I'm saying that when you come in, let's say, certain business people will tend to focus on the detail, what our competencies are, what we know how to do. So I know how to to do law, like let's say you're a lawyer, but I do not necessarily know how to market my business. I tell you that I'm gonna have to identify the target market myself, or I will identify it for me and tell me that if I were to get that ideal client, it's this guy, he drives this car, he lives in this house. Because that's how you get business. You need to put it down to a T, the type of client that you want.
Okay, what we do is that based on your target market, we try and attract those kind of people that you have identified as your target market. Okay, then we'll help you. We'll try and find who your target market is. I think for every business, you need to know who you're trying to attract. You need to know your target market.
Let's take one more question. Okay. So this is owning a company which is an events company, also it's an events company. So now I heard you guys do basically graphic design and branding. So now since I'm new in the industry and my company is quite on a tight budget, so how much would I be looking at for something of some of this nature, some of this basically?
Would you be doing the whole branding, like websites?
Just graphic design and branding.
I can't reveal the exact amount.
The cheapest, just the cheapest.
Okay, a logo would actually go for, because we have affordable prices, so a logo would maybe for you just as starting out, maybe we'll charge you for 950.
For something.
A logo, yes, it's not simple. It means a lot. A logo can sell you or it can destroy you.
For me, basically, I don't want something that's complicated. I want something that when you basically look at it, you can.
But we're good at what we do, so.
I think you can take the kind of question offline because we're trying to get someone who wants services. Yes. And there is a sorry,
sorry, hi. I would like to find out, according to you, what makes up a brand? Is it time? Is it the name of the company? Is it the logo? Is it the client? What makes up a brand? What makes up a good brand?
Okay, obviously clients are very important for every business. I mean, without your customers, there's no business. Who are you going to sell your product or your service to? What's important is your brand is important. Like your image is important. If you do not have a good image, who's going to want to come to your company for those services? I'd rather go to another known or well-established or other companies that people have been talking good about. So I don't know. I think your brand is what makes you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. I'm going to encourage the two gentlemen who actually follow up questions to please engage with Daniel after this. I think there is something that can happen to this representative. Okay, and you tell us what person, which is on the person and ask my captain to he was here just now. The plan, okay. As for my Charlie, there you go. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Sipoma Jamjali. I'm coming from the company called Think Now Insurance. We provide 3 types of services: funeral insurance, wedding insurance, we also provide a health insurance. Today I'm going to speak about our core product, funeral insurance. We established this product, funeral insurance, last year, and we started operating today. Our product we call our product Think Now Funeral Insurance. Funeral insurance. Think Now Funeral Insurance. We provide up to 11 products that you can choose from. That's a first for the funeral insurance, give you choices. Also on our funeral insurance, we created anonymous grade product that suits our clients. On our product, we're the first insurance in South Africa to give up to 9 months premium breaks. We're the first in South Africa to cover up to the age of 100. Yes, you often ask me a question and tell me which company covers up to the age of 100. Also, on our product, we give our clients a chance. If you die in a suicide, you also cover it in full. Also on our product, you can pay as little as 15 rand to cover up to 8 people. Yes, you're right. This might sound as a joke. This is a product that people need in the market. This is a product that will help people to die. Some people are dying without money to bury themselves. Funeral insurance is here for them. Not only for them, it's also here for you. If you want to be savvy about your money and start saving, this is the company to go with. When we started, we were like small fishes in a tank full of sharks. That's why you're laughing at us. Why? Because we want to innovate in the insurance market. We want to change things in the insurance market. We want to make it different. That's why we also offer a wedding insurance. That's for the first in South Africa. Because while we're promoting a successful life, we want people to get married, like you, Mr. MC. we want to help Tony grow her business by providing the insurance. If you want to save, that's a company you need to join. If you want a good life with your family, you need to be part of the funeral insurance. Thank you.
I think now, I'm going to start with this question right here.
I just wanted to know, what's your FSB number? And who's your reinsurer? Because it actually just doesn't sound possible what you say.
100% right. It sounds ridiculous. Our FSB number is 9997. Our administrator is Smart Micro Insurance down in Cape Town. Our underwriter is Sandra. Can you believe it?
Gentlemen, not as a customer, but as a potential investor. I'm a bit worried about your risk management outlook. Who manages your risk?
Well, I do it myself. Maybe I didn't get your questions right. Because when I
can clarify.
Yes, you can.
You see, when you are venturing into a new market,
yes,
that is riddled with risk in terms of your payout versus your premium collection versus your overhead. Someone has to look at your risk profile and say, will you be open in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years? So who manages that? So that think now does not become extinct and goes the way of the dinosaur because of its courage. Courage is good, but courage in business might be what investors.
Thank you so much for the question. We partnered with Smart Micro Insurance in Cape Town. We manage all our risks. As I would clarify, I offer up to 18,000 of payouts, and I don't pay that from my own pocket. Think now and Salah, they do all those payouts. And also how we manage our finances. We're not going to find people every Saturday at the end of the month standing in our offices to pay their premiums. We do that. Why? Because we've got an FSP number and we are trained to be the financial service provider. Without that, I cannot provide that service in the insurance business.
First of all, I say congratulations on very well presentation. It seems great, though, much for us. It's very important to know this. We have to underline most of the questions that are going around here. Most of them are very important, but at the same time, I want to understand that the culture of this is to help empower the gentleman, not try to bring it down, and the line of knowledge that they have. in as much as some of the questions we posed to him are very necessary, but also posed in the language that they understand. The 2 ladies before you did exceptionally well. Post spam, don't be afraid. You can come in there and tell us whatever you want to say. We don't know. We're not professionals in that subject, in that area, so to speak. You mentioned earlier that about 9 different products you're offering in your insurance. Please elaborate on what
I said we've got up to 10 choices.
Up to 10 choices.
Yes. Of which we cover as little as 1,000 rand a month. Sorry, we cover up to 8,000. There's 1,000, there's 5,000, there's 6,000. That comes with different premiums. Because some people, they cannot afford to pay for funeral policy 500 rand a month. They can also afford to pay 15 rand. We offer them that. That's all those choices we give.
Well done, my brother. All the best in the future.
Spa.
Yes.
Just a quick question about do you have a client base at the moment? If you do, can you? I don't know if you can reveal the.
Oh yes, I can reveal my client base. At the moment, we started operating in April 26 this year. At the moment, we've got 330 clients. Our first debut on the 1st of May up to now. On our first debut, we only had was 10 clients, of which that was really good for the startup. And this month, at the moment, we only got a few, about 5 clients. What the decline means, and the account didn't go through because it's wrong or the client gave the wrong information. So at the moment, we're 338.
Just a quick favor, guys. Please do your best to talk into the mic so that the sound can gravitate and rotate. Thank you.
One last question. You said you cover up to 80,000 rand. 80. 80.
I'll take this last question.
But you guys are not fair. Asking me a lot of questions.
I'm very interested about insurance because I've been doing my dad before. I'm actually in the insurance industry myself. I'd actually like to know what you guys cover exactly in wedding insurance.
When I'm wedding insurance, smart micro insurance in Southern Korea covers. So at the moment, we're busy building a product with a company called African Insurance. Some people, they know the company. They can help us get a product called a wedding insurance. What is going to do? We're going to be offering to people from the age of 23 up to the age of 35 to save for their weddings. So 20 doesn't need to do that. When there's time for the person to claim, come and claim this investment, or when they will suggest. So
That's amazing. That's creativity right there. That's creativity right there. I think you deserve another round of applause. Insurance with minerals. Sunny land.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am Sandy Langa from Solid Funerals. We started last year, just nearly a year. For us is in Mzido and Shapson, which just opened an office here in Durban. We are underwritten by Old Mutual. I think this gentleman here will talk after this. This is increasing. Perhaps you also have some news to do with you. We understand that, or I understand that foreign business is a heavily congested business. But what makes us different from the rest is that we do the entire funeral. If I say the entire funeral, meaning that we come to the next end of coming to your home with family, provide them with the PPE, chairs, we do the catering, and everything that they need to prepare for the funeral. And also we have families in Durban, for instance, who also gone to an extent of requiring us to organize designer clothes for the funeral. You see those families that are well managed, that had a kind of funeral, they see. So we talk about everything. You say everything, we never listen. We provide this Zulu mat, it's a traditional mat for Zanzi, with the goat, the blanket, and the maki, plates, the stoves, everything that our Black African families need at home when they're preparing for funerals. And there are families that don't need a goat per se, they need meat, beef, which is in the same price to go. We provide all that. We started off by providing, say, different equipment, different parts. Then decided that let us give this, let us serve directly, and serve directly and use it. It's basically what we are doing. And everybody in this house needs us. If not today, you will need us. Somebody else. We give you the best dignified food an African person is. Everyone African say. African people need dignified funerals. That's what we do. Thank you.
Any questions? I know that to talk about funerals is a bit scary, but it's
Hi, Sandine. You mentioned that you differentiate yourself from other funeral parlors by doing the entire funeral from goat to sheep or cow or whatever the situation. Certain cultures or some families might be very particular with what they want and might be very traditional and want the head of the family to go and get the goat, or certain rituals are there and have been there for many years. So how do you relieve them of that stress and that request and have them trust you to do everything? How do you differentiate yourself in that way, with regards to the family?
Thank you, Susan. In our brochures, we have different packages. Our first page provides the gold blankets, the Zulu and spot. And the exclusive package you can have just a cow, a beast, that's what we provide. So we are working with a certain guy in Zinja who actually owns the farm, so all those things. We just have to sit with the family and have discussions, and they tell us when exactly do they want us to make the meal. We need to get all these things in one day. Go and support. They don't have to go out and themselves. But as for the cash funerals, there are people who are not premium payers to us, who come when that has occurred. They also tell us what they want, provided how much they have for hand. Think about it. Two more questions. Two more questions? Okay.
Yeah, good. Ladies and gentlemen, because we Ujabani Sosana did not come forward to pitch, we have a financial man, his name is also today. And we're going to change the program a little bit today. Fortunately, we have a speaker for engagement. So we're going to respect them as they respected us by coming here. So as soon as Usari gets done with the pitch, the Q&As, we can allow our guest speakers to come forward in a second. And Sari.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sandy Zuza, and I'm a creative producer. With the 7 years experience in film, I decided to open a company called Hangout Films. So, currently we have a feature movie development